Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, hey. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Let's talk about the truth. The truth, man. But before we talk about the truth, I'm going to share this around the world. This is RNK Musings in the kitchen. RNK's kitchen, okay? It's that time of the week where I try and do all the food I can possibly do all at once, so I never have to do it again until next Monday, okay? Because I love cooking that much, not. Okay, so you get to come and share some time with me, and we're talking about creating 2K to 5K every single month online in your own business. Hello, say hello, say hello, say hello. As you come on, I'm just trying to share this as well, if I can, except my computer doesn't want to connect to anything, so it's not happening. Let's see, let's try a different connection, so I can see if I can do that there. Oh, yes, maybe, yes. Okay, so tell me who you are, tell me where you're streaming in from. I want to know. Oh, look at my awesome bottom pot child. My bottom princess. We call her the bottom pot. That is what my mom used to call my youngest brother her bottom pot. So now I call my daughter the bottom pot as well. I think she's come in for a snack or something. What are you looking for, my honey? What do you want? So what are you going to eat? You're going to take it to daddy though, because I don't want to have to cut it right now. Take it to daddy. Is in the room next door.
Okay, I'll bring this stuff.
Okay. Okay, so we're talking about the truth about making 2 to 5K online, a month online. Today I've spoken to a few different people and they've all had interesting stories. Tell me who you are. Okay, guys, I can see a few of you joining in, so I want to know who you are, okay? It's not just me talking at you. I actually want to engage with you. Let's have a conversation. What do you want 2 to 5K a month online doing? What would you like to do to make it? What would you like to do to make it? That's what I want to know. Okay, because it's always good to have a goal, isn't it? It's all right saying I want to make 2K, 5K, but what does that mean? What does that mean for you? Or what would it give you? What difference would it make to your life? I would actually want you to imagine that. What difference would that make to your life to be able to create that money every single month like clockwork from doing something you actually enjoy doing? Okay, so I've been having these conversations with people today around their story, around where they're coming from, around some of their dramas and things like that. And everybody has a drama. I have had dramas. I've had all kinds of stories I could tell you, which you could bring out the violin and play for me, basically. But you know what? Thank the Lord. I am mostly over some of them. I'm sure there's stuff to work out still, but I'm mostly there. No, but I've been speaking to people who really do want to do. In fact, I was speaking to a dude earlier who actually had considered suicide about 10 years ago. Thankfully did not, because he had children. But so that was the reason why he kind of kept things going. Hey, yes, sir. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? How are you? Tell me. So yeah, guys, say hello. Come on. Somebody say hello. Tell me where you're streaming in from. Hello, Lighton or Lytton. I'm not really sure how to say your name. But lovely to have you here as well. I'm trying to share this and also meander whilst talking to you guys. But this is it. He actually wanted to commit suicide. And I know that lots of people feel that way. I know I felt that way when life wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to. Actually, the time when I really actively remember feeling this way was when my dad died, actually. And I really did feel a little bit lost. And what on earth is the point? Anyway, I didn't even have children then. It was just probably lack of courage to do anything about the feeling. That meant that I didn't do anything about it. But a lot of people feel that way. And mostly, and sometimes, at least the people I speak to, it's because their life isn't working out the way they would like it to. I'm not saying every single person is that way, but for most people, and maybe even you, you're not quite satisfied. You're not satisfied with the way your life was played out. This was not what you thought life was going to look like. I was speaking to someone recently who actually lost someone really close to them just as they were planning to, take the next step in their relationship. Gone. Suddenly she finds herself in a completely different situation, having to, make her way. And that is, wow, that happens to people. And everybody has a story, everybody has a thing. But this is the thing. Despite the stuff that we've gone through, despite the stuff that we might still be going through, if you want to make more money doing the thing that that you want your life to be about, if you want change, no matter how bad and horrible life has been or is, you have to break free of the conditioning that tells you that the way you're doing it right now is the only way that you can do it. And then you have to consistently build a new life, regardless of where you're starting from. People tell me about, oh, but I don't have the money. I don't have the skill. I don't know how I can do this. And I don't know that you're not scamming me. Basically, because that was the one thing I was considering today with my husband, because, you know, I have these calls with people and sometimes they don't show for the calls, okay? And that can be very frustrating to me because I give my time and I'm really invested in people's success. I really am, okay? This isn't something I just do just for the sake of it. It isn't something I do just for the money because frankly there are easier ways. And ultimately, it's something I do because of Project 334K, because I am committed to supporting 334,000 people worldwide to reach financial independence, doing the work that they feel called to do, because it will make a dent on the planet. It will make a difference to a lot of people. It will make a difference to my children. It will make a difference to your children. It will make a difference. If I can get 334,000 people, and there's no if about it, actually, I'm committed to this. If I can, when I get 334,000 people living the life that they are here to live, it will change the planet, okay? And I want you guys to be part of it. Not just listening to me all the time, but actually choosing to take steps, to move forward, to move yourself away from your current circumstance. Because that is what it takes to move to making 2 to 5K at least online. It takes deliberate, as I was saying to this person I was speaking to recently, immersion in a different way of thinking, of being, of acting. Because what you are doing right now has got you to where you are right now. And if you don't like where you are right now and you continue to take the same actions, why do you think anything will change? I was saying that to someone earlier, it's like, people sometimes, they said when they're sending in their application form to me, saying, hey, I would love to speak to you. And then it's almost like they're doing a test of me. Oh, I just want to see if you're real. Or I just want to see, because I've been, taken in by many things before and this and that and the other. And as soon as somebody starts saying that to me, there's a part of me that is also quite suspicious of them. Because I know it's easy to complain. Complaining is easy to do. Consistently showing up and doing the work, now that's a different thing altogether. There's lots of people that find it very easy to complain about, oh, this person said that I could do this and then this and nothing happened and blah 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 and I never got what I thought I was paying for. And usually they've paid about £7 basically, but they do want, they want $10,000 worth of whatever for £7. But they don't see that though. And you know what, as well as I say that and kind of smile, I know that for some people £7 is equivalent to 10,000. Okay, so I'm not even trying to diminish that, but I am also wondering, and I always ask this question when I get on the phone with people, yeah, but what did you do with the information that you were provided with? Because it has taken you, 30 plus years to get to this place in your life, this place that you tell me that you do not like. Why do you think that you're going to buy a $7 4-week course and then somehow in 4 weeks, everything is going to have changed? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We all know this. And yet, do we know this? Do we really know this? I always, shy away from being this blunt with people because I don't think everybody wants to hear that. So you may have come on here thinking, oh yeah, I want to know how to get the 2 to 5K, but are you liking what you're hearing or is it making you feel uncomfortable? Is it making you wonder, can I do this? The truth is, everyone can. You can. I have no doubt in my mind that if you will commit, you can do whatever you set your mind to. I see you as someone really, really powerful. I talk to lots of people who think that the government needs to come in and change things, or the rich people need to do this and start this program and start the other program that will help this group of people and help the other group of people. And I'm sure they mean well. In fact, I was having this conversation with some dude last week who decided in the end that he just wanted to label me, who knows what, basically, and not actually hold a conversation around it. But it's like, and he's saying this stuff, and you know what, I know that these people mean well. But I also know that in their mind, people are too weak to make the change themselves. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe every single person is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. It's just that we've been taught to think weak. But that can change. but it takes determination. It takes focus. It takes clarity, because there's so much confusion around. And I sometimes think it's actually planned, this confusion, because we're so busy, or generally people are busy running around in a circle, getting nowhere really quickly. You know, I can look at your life this time next year and you're usually not that much better off than you were this year. Now, there may be the occasional really wise person who puts a little bit of money aside, and maybe finally after years of saving, they might be able to afford one investment property or something, maybe. But for most people, that is like a dream way out there. And why? Why is it a dream way out there? It's only a dream way out there if you choose not to believe that you are capable of doing this thing and making it different. I don't care where you've come from. I don't care what sad story you have. I do not diminish your sad story for sure, because I know that it was tough. No doubt in my mind. I'm sure that you have overcome some crazy, hard stuff. But guess what? That means you are more than capable of overcoming what it takes, or doing what it takes, to make yourself $2,000 to $5,000 online in your own business, doing what you would like to do, rather than waking up and thinking, oh my gosh, you mean I have to go and do something else that I don't want to do just because if not I don't get to pay the bills? You have choice here. You have more freedom than you allow yourself. But fear, uncertainty, conditioning keeps you trapped in a life that you don't like. And you keep living from the past as well. Your past, which tells you, well, this happened last time I tried that. People that succeed, they go through a heck of a lot of mistakes made. They go through a heck of a lot of letdowns. But the ones that win are the ones that keep picking themselves up and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. In fact, you get to the point where literally the more, how do I say it? It doesn't even feel like you made a mistake. It doesn't even feel like something horrible happened, because you just wipe it off and you just keep moving forward. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, next. That has to become you. Someone who consistently shows up regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is happening around you. You have your mind focused on your goal, and you will refuse to look to the left or to the right, because you know where you are headed, and frankly, nothing is getting in your way. You are more powerful than you realize. You are capable of this. Now, and some of you think, no, it's not that it's not that I don't know that I'm capable. It's that I just don't trust people. No, honey, it's never about the other person, because it doesn't even matter. Even if, you know what, this is one thing I know. If I buy some kind of training or coaching, I will get what I want from that. Not because of the other person, but because I have decided that I will glean out even the one seed in there, because there will be something. And the worst case scenario is that I learn never to buy from that person again. That is the worst case scenario. It is not lost. It is an experience that I will learn from always, because I've decided that is the case. So you might think, no, but I was taken in by this. No. There was always something you could have learned. You just were potentially not trusting yourself to learn that lesson. You were telling yourself, oh, they were supposed to do this and they were supposed to do the other. They were not supposed to do anything, honey. It was you. You had to make a decision. You had to, and this may be hard to hear, okay? I know, and I'm supposed to be marketing to you, aren't I? So should I be saying this to you? I don't know, but I don't care, because I am committed to being honest with you. It's like I was speaking to this person today, and I said to him, you know what, honey? I'm not even going to try and tell you what you're going to make 20 million in 4 weeks with me. It's not going to happen. It took me 18 months to get from being a pharmacist to replacing my income completely with my own business. It took me 18 months of blood, sweat, and tears of waking up thinking, is it ever going to work? Am I deceiving myself? Did I pay out this money to this dude? And should I just run for the hills? Is it ever going to work? Am I crazy for thinking that I can get out of my work? After all, I've been taught that. In fact, educated to, stay at school, do the job thing for the rest of your life, maybe do the things you like to do on the side. Don't expect to actually, do your own thing. That was the conditioning I had been brought up with. Okay? Bearing in mind that I come from a family of business people, but they decided that for our generation we should all be educated and sent to school and get into a proper job. And for most people that's fine. It wasn't fine for me. And nobody expected me to be able to do this. Okay? Not even my mother. No one expected me to be able to do this. And so I did have a lot to combat. A lot of fears. I'd just gone bankrupt. And 18 months. The first 12 months particularly of, oh my gosh, is this ever going to work? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh! Basically, I paid out this money to this mentor person. Yes, he's helping me for sure, and I'm doing whatever he tells me to do, but it's not happening as fast as I would like it to. But I kept going. I kept moving forward. Kept moving forward. And one day, 18 months down the road, my coach says, Rosemary, you know you can quit your job now. Oh my gosh, really? And I could. And things changed. I'd more than replaced my pharmacist full-time income just by consistently showing up. And the thing about consistency, as I was speaking to someone just, is that you might be consistent for so long and then suddenly you find yourself quitting and you don't even know why. That's because some of that internal craziness has come up, and unless you handle it, you'll quit. Are you handling it? Is anybody pointing out to you that, honey, it's just your internal nonsense? Because it feels real in that moment when you're thinking about quitting or you just quit and you don't even know why. It feels real. And if nobody's telling you, honey, do you see what you're doing to yourself? Do you see the cycle you keep living through? If no one is telling you that, that will be your life. And you'll keep wondering, why is my life so hard? Because you're choosing it. Except you don't know you're choosing it. You don't realize you're choosing it because nobody's there telling you. You need support, man. There is some internal work that needs to be done in order for you to get clear enough to get yourself to 2 to 5K if you haven't earned that before online. Okay? But that is an internal work that needs to be done. But if you don't know what that work is, what are you going to do? It's obvious things. It's obvious things like, even forgiveness, for goodness sake. For me, one of the ways that I doubled my income was by forgiving my family. It's like, what has that got to do with business? Everything. Because within 90 days, my business had doubled as a result of going through a forgiveness experience. It's whether you're trying too hard to please people, that's another thing that will keep you down. Because if you're trying to be loyal or falsely loyal to people around you, to friends around you, you won't make the best choice for you. And you won't know you're doing it. You'll tell yourself you're being selfless and good and holy. This is internal work that needs to be done. And then the external work that needs to be done is just literally, you need to be building that audience every single day. Every single day you need to be figuring out how to get in front of more people with your offer. You need to get over any fears, which comes back to the internal work. Any fears around making that offer to many, many people. Even when you're afraid, you have to trust that what you have is good. And you have to trust it consistently and keep telling people until they buy from you. This growing your audience every single day, communicating with that audience every single day, closing some sales every single day. These things you need to learn. You need to do on a consistent basis. If you've only ever been doing your university or college or school and then gone straight into a job where someone just told you do this, do this, do this, do this, you don't know how to do this stuff. So yes, you do need knowledge. Okay? Because you think, it's like I thought before my epiphany moment. I thought, what business is just, buy low, sell high, which it is. But then there's human. You're a human being. It's all mixed in the mix there. Complicates things. Not as simple as that anymore because you come into the mix. You add you to the mix. There's nothing wrong with that if you learn how to manage you. If you learn how to master yourself. Which I suppose brings us back to the internal work, because actually, for a lot of this, the internal work, that is the thing that will make or break you. But most people are looking at, yeah, but what's the tip and the trick and the strategy? Tell me the step by step, man. Because if I follow the step by step, except you tell them the step by step, they do it for 1 week. Oh, it doesn't work. Doesn't work! Yes, it does. So I keep saying to my clients, the work always works. People in the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club right now like saying it back to me. Like Rosemary always says, the work always works, man. I did this thing that she's been telling me to do and now I'm making sales. Basically, it's Business is straightforward. Human beings are not. You are a human being, in case you doubted it. But you are an incredibly powerful human being. That's the thing also to bear in mind. And if you would set all that power towards fighting for the life you want, rather than fighting to keep the life you don't want, it would be so amazing how quickly your life would change. You don't even realize that you're fighting for the life you don't want. When I have people send me messages saying, oh, I don't want to be scammed, I'm thinking you're fighting for the life you don't want. Oh, I did this and the other, and I tried. You're fighting for the life you don't want. Oh, you don't understand, I don't have any money. Well, you're fighting for the life you don't want. Because any excuse you're telling me why you're not moving forward, I tell you right now, you're fighting for the life you do not want. And you're more powerful than that. Come on. Although the unfortunate truth is that you are so powerful that if you fight for the life you don't want, you get to keep it. You get to keep it. I was fighting for the life I didn't want because I had all kinds of reasons why I could not do whatever it was that I needed to do to move forward. All kinds of reasons why. Oh, I don't have money. I don't have time. I can't do it now. My children need me. Oh. I've heard it. I've said it. I know. And yet you are powerful enough to change what you're saying to yourself, how you're acting, so that you do get better results. You want amazing results. You want to make that 2 to 5K. You want to make more. That's just the first level for you. But the only way you get to do that is that you start fighting actively for the life you do want. That you stop asking questions like, oh, but how am I supposed to find the money to do that? And you start saying, you know what, I will figure it out. Because I am powerful enough. I am powerful enough to find a way to get myself out of this mess that I find myself in. I don't care that nobody around me has done it. I can see that there is hope. I have a vision inside of me that says I am born for more than this. I am born for more than elevating for about 3 seconds and then dropping down to the ground as if money just wants to run away from me. That was my life for a long time. For a long time, it felt like I was taking steps forward, but then the hole I was digging was getting deeper. I had to start acting differently, thinking differently, and then I started getting different results. I say the things that would get you to 2 to 5K, but people are looking for something more complicated. It's like you just need to communicate, you need to capture, you need to close. You need to communicate every freaking day. You need to capture them onto a mailing list. You need to follow up with them and close some sales. Every single day. That's it. That's it. But it's too simple. So then people say, no, there must be more. Let's go look for some other secret. Let's buy some other $7 course over there. Or let's buy some other, let's get that free ebook that said that I will be making $3 million in 3 weeks. Basically, let's go get that. But it doesn't work. And that's energy that you've now given to something else that you could have been investing in your life. Investing in getting you moving forward. What if you immersed yourself in an environment that just fed you with life, that fed you with strategy as well, that fed you with internal strategies so that you know when you're getting in your own way? Because you don't know right now. Self-sabotage is real. And we are our worst enemy because we are powerful. We are powerful. I keep saying that you are incredibly powerful. So if you choose to use your power to fight against your own self, you get to stay stuck. But if you choose to put yourself in an environment where you start to see, there's something about the way I'm thinking here that is different from these people around me, that is different from what Rosemary is saying to me, maybe it's time that I handle that. If you start to handle it, it's not just because, we're all spiritual people as well. That just bubbles into my head right here. I just wrote a post about get rid of religion. Basically, which is not all to say everybody should just quit their religion in 3 seconds. You should read the post though. But it's like, sometimes religion does make you passive. I know lots of passive Christians. Because that's, that's the circle I've been with since birth. Passive Christians. Oh, I'm praying, I'm waiting on the Lord. It's almost it's not almost, it is an excuse for not actually doing anything. And the problem is, nobody's telling you. Go to church, or the pastor is trying to make you feel good. which is great. Who wants to leave church feeling bad? But it doesn't get you where you want to go. Sometimes you have to look and see what the people you admire are doing, not what they're saying to you. Okay? Hey, Lucia, thank you for sharing. You have to see what the pastors are doing. It's like I think of the Joel Osteens and all of this of the world. And they are doing a lot of work, and I honor them. But I see a lot of the followers waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. You have been created powerful. Do you understand that? You are the magic that you're waiting for. In fact, you are the magic that God is waiting for as well. You know, wake up, come on. Let's live this big, amazing life that you know you're born for. You're hungry for it. So why would you settle for less? I know it's fear. I know it's uncertainty. You're not sure that you can make it work. Don't you see that you are powerful? Of course you can make it work. If you will commit to do the internal work and the external work and put yourself in an environment where you're not being exposed to negativity only all the time. And that negativity sometimes looks like this is the norm. So you don't even realize it's negativity because everybody around you is doing the same stuff. But everybody's getting the same non-results. Isn't it time to break free? You are on this planet for a reason. There is a call on your life that actually could impact your nation. But you have to wake up. You have to stop looking out there for some kind of whatever. You need to start, okay, what do I need to move me forward? I know that right now I seem to be immersed in negativity. How can I put myself in a positive situation? I know that I don't quite have the knowledge to build a business to get me to 2 to 5K a month. Let me figure out how I can get that knowledge. I know that every so often I'm doing really well, and next thing I know, I seem to drop off the wagon. I don't even know why. I need someone to point out to me what is going on. So then you go and put yourself in a position, and honey, Clear Focus Productive is that great place for you to start. You put yourself in that immersion, so that you break free. You start, because it's, what was it? I remember actually learning something about, the people that counterfeit money. They learn, the people that notice, what was it? It was a story I heard, something about that for when the government, when they're training people to notice if a note is a counterfeit note, they have to get them very used to the real thing. They have to expose them to the real notes so that they know the feel, they know the touch, they know the smell, they know how it is, they know everything about the real thing. And that way, when the bad, horrible note comes, the counterfeit note comes, they think, no, this is not real. Because they can immediately tell, because they've been exposed to the real thing. And nobody ever counterfeits something, although that's not part of the story here, but this is the thing. What I'm trying to say with that is this. The only way you will know what is holding you back is to be exposed to the stuff that pushes you forward. Because then suddenly, when someone starts talking nonsense to you, it's like, what? Something that sounded normal to you last week, and suddenly you've been immersed in a different situation. You suddenly start thinking, nah, I don't think like that anymore. You mean we've been thinking like that? Are you kidding me? Of course no wonder I've been staying stuck. When I think like that, and then you start to drag yourself away from it. But right now, all you're immersed in is counterfeit stuff. All you're immersed in is the negative stuff. So you don't know that there's a different way to think. If anything, you see people who are wealthy and you judge them. You say, it's because they did something. Honey, no. People make money because they're providing a service. Yes, there are some crazy ones. Generally, they end up in jail, finally. So, but mostly, the only way people make money is by adding value. The more people you serve, the more money you make. But if you are believing a lie about that, and that is what most, unfortunately, struggling people believe, is that somehow it's because somebody knew lots of people and they gave them a handout, or it's because they were lucky, or it was because they did something underhanded or whatever. And that's what a lot of poor people think. Because you think that, and it's normal to think that, you will struggle to ever make 2 to 5K a month. You know, except in a business where somebody's paying you that. Oh, in a job, sorry. But if you want to do your own thing, you're going to have to get rid of that kind of thinking, because that kind of thinking will cause you to fight your own good life. Because there's a part of you thinking, I don't want to do anything untowards. I'm a good person. I don't want to do nasty, horrible stuff. And that's your subconscious. So there you are, you're working hard, you're getting somewhere. Next thing you know, you're giving the money away as quickly as you can because you feel evil because you have it. Or you just suddenly quit. You wake up one morning and you think, I can't do that anymore. For no reason. But there's a reason. Underneath, inside of you, you think it's evil, you think it's wrong. And you won't allow yourself to do something that is evil or wrong. But if you're not doing the internal work, how will you know? How will you know? You just keep living like that because everybody around you is talking the same nonsense. But if you immerse yourself in a different environment where people think higher level thoughts, when someone comes to you with a lower level thought, you're thinking, ugh, I can't even hear that. When you find yourself in an environment that before felt normal, suddenly you start to feel like the odd one out even more than you used to. Because if you're like, no, I don't even think like that anymore. I don't want to be in this environment anymore. I am more than this. And you are. You just don't know it yet. And so you're accepting struggle as the norm. Considering suicide in some cases. Because it feels like if this is it, what's the point? No, I know everybody doesn't think that way. But I know that some people do. Honey, it's time to wake up. You want to make $2,000 to $5,000 online? It's simple. Do the work. The internal work, the external work. Get yourself in an environment where you're immersed in a different way of thinking so that you start to spot when the negative and the counterfeit thoughts or people come into your circle. You'll be like, no, no, no. I need to get away from you. Because where you're taking me, I don't want to go back to. Okay? Yes, for a season, it might even make you feel alone. Because you will be the only one thinking the way you think. And you'll be tempting, again, if you're on your own, be tempting to think there's something wrong with you. But there isn't. You're elevating. And there ain't nothing wrong with elevating. But you have to choose to elevate. Are you choosing it, honey? You want to get to 2K to 5K? Communicate, capture, close, do the internal work, get yourself into a place of support. There's my awesome husband. Get yourself into a place where you get support. I really wish you hear me when I'm saying this stuff to you guys. Because it might seem like, oh, but you're not really telling us anything. I am. But you can't hear it because of the environment in which you find yourself. You have been taught wrong. You've been conditioned wrong. And so therefore, can you hear me? I hope you can. I hope you can, because I see you as more powerful than you even see yourself. I sometimes feel like I get these downloads from the heavens, especially when I'm speaking to someone and it's like I can see you even more than you can see yourself. This download of even love for this person, for you that I'm speaking to right now. Honey, it's time. This is my invitation to you. And I am actually even going to make it a lot more accessible. I might do a video later when I've actually prepared that for you. But this is it, guys. You need to join me. 30 days of immersion in a whole different way of thinking, of acting, of being. Clear, focused, productive. We need to get you clear, to get rid of the crazy stuff that is keeping you down. Get you focused on your goal. Get you productive, adding value to the marketplace so that you can make your 2 to 5K a month. 5K is what I'm aiming for, but I added the 2 because I know for some people, if I say just 5K, they're thinking, it's too big, because that hasn't been their story so far. Now, for some of y'all, if you're a professional or you've been in a great job, you think, but 5K is too low, you're looking for 10. It's fine, honey, but if you don't get these principles in place, because I was a pharmacist, honeys, so I know what it's like to earn, money. I mean, right now it doesn't feel that great, but to some people I know it's a lot of money. But now it's like, yeah, well, that was just a starting point. So I know what it's like to be successful in the eyes of the world. but to know that you're not living to the fullness of your potential. So I'm still speaking to you. If you think I'm just speaking to people that haven't made that much money before, it's a lie. Because for some of you, just like for me, even though I was a pharmacist, at the ages ago, I could never have done this on my own. I was so conditioned into thinking that the only way I could make big money was in a job. Yeah, I was self-employed. When self-employed, that was as scary as I could make it, basically. So I was a self-employed pharmacist for a bit. But, you know, it was predictable, it was comfortable, because that's what I've been trained to do. But then I wanted to break free and take the cap off my income. I wanted to be the one that chose how much I am worth by how much I put into the marketplace. And that was scary. And it will be scary for some of y'all. But it's not impossible. It is possible because you are powerful. Incredibly powerful. You just don't know yet. And you're using your power to keep you stuck in a life you don't like. And you don't realize you're fighting for that life. When you stay making excuses, reasons why you're not moving forward, you're fighting for the life you don't want. Anyway, I better start cooking. I'm supposed to be cooking, so I better go. This is it, guys. This is your invitation to join me for Clear, Focused, Productive. It's a 30-day immersion experience, bootcamp you may call it, where we're going to be getting you over any overwhelm that you feel, unleashing that powerful beast inside of you, and getting back into the fun and flow of being yourself, making a difference, and making an income of at least $5,000 a month. It's a 30-day experience. I want you to come in. I want you to experience it. I want you to immerse yourself in it. I want you to come with your A game. None of this, oh, I don't know. No, I only want people who are, you are ready. You are done with playing small. You're done with pretending that somebody else is going to come and save you. I will provide the foundation work for you, and I will be there every freaking day to support you and answer your specific questions for sure. But when it comes down to it, honey, you are the miracle. Are you willing to be your miracle? Are you willing to figure out just how powerful you can be when you take the limits off? When you immerse yourself in an environment that shows you just how powerful you can be? Are you ready? Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited, okay? And I want you to join in. So go right now to rosemarinonignite.com/clearfocus. Go and read through the page. Click the button. I provided PayPal as well as no PayPal because some people are having troubles with PayPal. Sometimes. So whichever one suits you, go and invest in yourself. Go and invest in yourself, okay? Tell yourself, you know what? I am worth this and more. Go and invest in yourself, okay? I look forward to working with you. We start on Friday, so move. After Friday, the price will go up. So even if you join me for the next run, it will be higher than this run. So go and join in right now. It's rosemarinonignite.com/clear-focus. Go and join in now. Until the next time, my honeys, I hope you heard me. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you are born to live because you absolutely want to. So stop putting the brakes on. You are born for more. Go forth and prosper. See you in Clear, Focused, and Productive, okay? Much love.